We'll move forward to our media colleagues. If anybody has a question, I think we'll go with this gentleman first. If you can please introduce yourself and your question.
I'm Osama from One World. We are a media platform. Thank you so much for coming here and giving us time. So my question is, what measures SATRC is taking for deployment of 5G in regional countries? Are there any steps already taken in this regard to facilitate regional countries in enabling 5G?
So, yeah, thank you for the question. SATRC is a platform, basically the platform to discuss and share the information and discuss the possible policy issues. So, with regard to 5G, each country has its own socio-economic background. So in that sense, we don't impose a specific action plan for each country, but rather share the experience and knowledge, how they deploy, or each country deploy, or what kind of national strategy plan they have in each country. So each country has their own 5G strategies and action plan or implementation plan. Then if it is a very mountainous area, of course the network could be network structure could be different. So there's no one answer what would be the best practice, and what would be the correct answer for every countries. But SATRC is a platform to discuss about 5G in the field of 5G. What would be the action plan for implementing 5G, or sometimes infrastructure sharing issue could be important issue for some of the member countries. So again, there's no a one fits all types of plan, but SATRC is a very good platform to discuss and share the information.
Thank you.
I think someone had a question from here as well. I would request if you can keep it to one question per person. Thank you.
The APT calls for maximizing the benefits of ICT for the welfare of people. But what we see is too much of cutthroat competition in the region and less of cooperation. Secondly, how much of the patent policy being implemented under the members within the members of APT and the SATRC patents, because we see a lot of patent violations also, especially in softwares and products.
I couldn't.
If you can kindly rephrase.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
The APT, one of the objectives of APT is to maximize the benefits of ICT for the welfare of the people. But welfare is a bit different from businesses and profits. What we see in the region and also in a whole of APT is more of business oriented and competitive environment instead of cooperation. Secondly, how much do you think that the patent policy of APT can be implemented among the member states? Patent related to products and software also, not only the hardware. The patent violation is quite visible in this region among the countries.
So the question is that APT is one of the objectives of APT is to collaborate among members, but actually the industry situation is rather competition. So what would be the APT's role for this situation? Okay, so yes, when we consider industry, of course they compete each other, but at the same time competition itself is, the competition needs a certain environment. What would be the environment for competition? Let's say fair and open competition. So for that, of course, a policy is important for each companies. Then as an APT, we provide a platform for to exchange dialogue between policymakers, regulators, and industry. So SATRC is one of the example how we invite industry as well as policymakers so that they can know each other what they are thinking of. So as such, I think collaboration and competition is not like a contradictory concept. We can, as a collaboration, we provide the common understanding to provide open and fair competition environment where there could be a competition among industry or among companies.
And about the patent policy. Do you have a patent policy so that members do not violate copyrights of each other's products?
So as APT, we don't have a specific policy to be imposed to the members. So here is a platform to share the understanding or insights towards the specific ICT issues such as patent or any kind of ICT issues. So APT is not the organization to formulate a specific policies to be implemented every single countries or administration, rather a platform for discussion and exchange the views and insights each other.
I think we're running a bit short on time, so I would request if you
I
can
have
make it quick.
two questions, but very small. As evident from the flag of India, India is also its member, but not attending the workshop. Will it not affect the overall outcomes of the workshop? And secondly, Pakistan has very great potential of ICT sector, but our freelancer and such type of people are very greatly affected by not coming up any international gateway like PayPal. Do you have any plan to establish or set up such a gateway among the regional countries, among the member countries to solve this problem? Thank you.
As APT, we don't provide like a specific ICT service as APT, but once again, as our like a services is to provide a discussion platform. But there is some activities such as capacity building and pilot project. So if you only talk about what kind of ICT services APT can provide, we don't provide the services as like an organization, but rather provide the platform for discussion and the capacity building program and a pilot project by which we will try to our extent possible to provide those services. So if there are any specific issue for Pakistan or any member countries, we try to formulate and combine those like activity pillars, and consider what we can do for the specific issues.
I think that wraps it up. Thank you so much to the Secretary General APT and to our colleagues from the media for being here. Thank you.